Okay, good day. Today we are going to be learning how to use AutoCAD and to achieve this form of construction. It's a bisection of a line, and we normally do this in the traditional technical drawing. So using the traditional technical drawing tools, this is how our construction will basically look. So today, let's just go right into it. The first thing is, if you are unfamiliar with technical drawing, the term bisection is talking about how we divide something into halves. So the line that you're given, you're showing a procedure how to get the midpoint of that line, which is point E right here at this intersection. To start our drawing, we are given some instructions here, and this is basically what we would follow in getting this done properly. So the first thing is that we need to draw a given line AB, and here it's a horizontal line. So we're just going to draw a line, and I'm going to start here, and I want to turn on author mode, which is F8 as shortcut, and this restricts us to vertical and horizontal lines. So I'm just going to type my distance in, which is 101, enter, and then I'll press escape. Okay, so that is my line, and now I know that this is point A where we start, and that's point B. So let's read the next one. Place your compass point, or in this case in AutoCAD, arc tool at A. So we're going to place at A and open to art. You're going to type a distance for AutoCAD, so you open to greater than half line AB. So the arcs that we are getting from point A, they should be more than the distance of line AB. Even if they pass line AB, the distance of it, it's still okay to get what we want in terms of the bisector, which is this line right here, which is dividing or bisecting this line, line AB. So line CD is the bisector. Alright, so from point A we are going to make arcs as shown. So we have one arc here from point A and one arc here from point A. And let's read the next one. Repeat arcs with the same radius. This is extremely important. You have to remember to put in the same radius, right, from point B. So from over here, this arc would have been the same radius, and this one is the same radius as the arcs that were scribed from point A. So let's get that done. In AutoCAD, we'll go to the arc command or the arc tool, and we'll select center, start, end. Now with this one, we're able to select the center first, and then we're going to select our starting point. Let me just palm up a bit. And I know that my line is 101, so any distance that is greater than half this distance is okay. 50.5 is half of it. It would be safe to type in, say, 70, 80, 90, 100, right? We can type those in. So I'm going to use, say, 80 for my distance. Enter, and AutoCAD is now, let me turn off auto mode. AutoCAD is now scribing an arc by default in the anti-clockwise direction. Just want to highlight this real quickly. If we should hold on the control key, it will reverse the direction of the arc. So now we are going clockwise. Right, we really want our arc anti-clockwise. So I'm going to start here, release the control key, and we'll scribe our first arc. It doesn't really matter how big the arc is, we can always trim that if we want. Now we'll repeat the arc command, and we're going to start at point B. Our distance that we entered was 80, enter, and we'll just repeat the arc command here. Once we have that, all we need to do now is to draw our bisector from this intersection to this intersection. We can zoom in to ensure that it's okay. When we're selecting points, select the line, and to get this line extending, we could just hover over that area and press lengthen, and do the same thing here. Go to length and just pull it down a bit. This is normally how it's done in traditional drawing method when you're using your set square and t-square. So we normally extend the bisector a bit just to pass this intersection. However, in AutoCAD we don't have to do that, but I just wanted to show you how we got this shape here. In terms of the arcs, we could use the length tool again and reduce the size of these arcs if we want. We could also, if we want to get the arcs like this, we could also use a rectangle and just draw a line that we are going to trim them at. Say right there would be fine. And what I'm going to do now is to press trim, use this as an edge, and press enter and select these points just to cut. Right, so once I select these, and this, we won't be needing this one either, so I could delete these, select this one and press erase or delete also. So now you would end up with something like that, and we could leave it as it was before with the entire arcs. I just chose to do that to represent this over here. Alright, so all that will be needed for this drawing is just to label, and labeling now we are going to go to the text and select multi-text, and we can just put our text in, and then we can label our point A. We can always change the size, so don't be too alarmed by the size. Scale, select scale, select our base point of the object, which is any point. I am going to scale this say by 0.1 because I want it 10% of its original size. So 0.1, enter, and 10% seems to be just perfect. So let's just move this in place, enter, and we select where we want to move from, and we can zoom in to place it properly. So I'm going to place it there, and I know that I would like one at B, so I'm just going to copy this real quickly. So copy, select what you want to copy, press enter, where you want to copy from, and then we'll go up here to label this point. We also have one here at E, so we can zoom out and just place this one here, and we also have a point at D, so we're going to label that one. We'll go ahead and just rename them immediately. So this one will be point B based on that drawing. We can just move this from off the drawing, and I've just used a shortcut key for move, which is M, and this will be E, and we'll just select over there, and this one is C. So we could just rename again, and that would be it. So again, move, you could just move it in place, or you could just select your move from up here, or you type in move in the command window. So your options here. Alright, so that's basically it. So all we need to do is to check if, okay, we need to relabel this one, it's B, drawings. Alright, so all we need to do now is to dimension, and for that we'll go to the Annotate tab, and we'll just select here, and we have a list of dimensions. So we're going to select linear dimension, and from point A to point B, and we just put in the direction and press, right, and we'll just repeat that, linear. So let's check if the halfway distance is correct. Perfect. So we have the same distance, right? 101 and half the distance from A to E would be 50.5. So from E to point B would also be 50.5. So I've gone ahead and I've drawn a couple of lines. So we just did the horizontal line. I want to move on to one of these. It's the same principle regardless of the orientation of the line. So we're going to select the arc tool again, and from point A we're going to type in our distance and using 90, enter, and we just go in the direction, and I'm going to repeat that command, and from point B we'll do the same thing, clockwise 90, enter, and we'll just draw our arc, and then escape. I'm going to put in the line command from this point to this point, enter. We could always extend them again. So just moving along, we are going to just repeat that procedure with this line, which is inclined at a different angle. So from point B, I am going to scribe my arc, and I'm going to type in my distance of, say, let me use 150 for this example. Enter. I use a measurement that is passed or extended beyond the line AC in this BC in this case, because I wanted to show you that you're still going to get the construction correct. Okay, I think that these two drawings are too close, so I'm just going to select these and press remove and just move it down a bit. We now need our arc from point C, so select the arc tool, and from point C I am going to scribe my arc 150, and that's L. Enter. Enter. Alright, so let's dimension this one and see if it's still correct, although the arcs are outside of the area of the okay, I'm sorry. For this one, we are going to have to use the align tool, and I did not use the dimension on this one, but we could just dimension this one. So we are going to select from linear, we'll select the drop down and we'll go to align and select the start point where we want and the end point, and this aligns the dimension with the angle of the line, so it's 101. And then we could just repeat align and select from point. Let's zoom in, ensure we snap to the right area, endpoint and intersection, and those snaps are turned on down here, endpoint and intersection. So you need to have these on when you're doing this sort of drawing to snap in the right area. So again, we can see halfway is 55.5 and the overall length of line CB or BC is 101. And the line that we have drawn here, we are going to go to the thickness of the line real quickly and just change it to outline that line. So this is the outline and everything else is construction line. And we would do the same thing for this one as well. Right? And we could label the other labelings on it. So that's basically it in regards to how to bisect a line. So regardless of which orientation you're giving, you know that you can use the same procedure given here to bisect any given line. Thanks for watching. In the next video, I am going to show how we divide a line into equal parts using AutoCAD. Thanks again for watching.